Have you ever wanted to be the ringleader of your own cult? Stand in the likes of the president, Taylor Swift, and Charles Manson? Well, put on your purple bathrobe from Halloween.com and let's get to work. How to start a cult. Now, Joe, in order to gain a mass amount of followers for our cult, we need to do the most important step first. We need to find an eldritch creature that can be worshipped by thousands. How do we do this? Why? We go to the thirstiest place on earth, Reddit. After arriving on Reddit, we need to go to a very specific subreddit, r/demonic creatures NSFW. Man, the internet truly is a terrible place, isn't it, Joe? Well, just pick the hottest one and devote your soul to its service. Repeat after me. Oh, great! A hole to your god's plane of existence is opened. But wait, Asmodeus doesn't look anything like the photo. It looks like you got catfished, Joe. Oh well. After gaining a god to worship, it's now time to gain followers. The easiest way will be to find a homeless shelter. Here, you're going to offer them all the food and housing if they stay with you on your compound. If any refuse, well then you have your first sacrifice. After gaining a good amount of followers, it's now vital to force them into isolation from the outside world. Take a page from Kim Jong-un and turn your compound into a North Korea of sorts.
But, Master, we'll starve in here. Wait, I'm sorry.
Perhaps that follower may have had a point, Joe. So how do we get food to our followers? Well, like any step in a cult, it's now time for a silent political sponsor. We were able to get this sponsor because you gladly dealt with the local homeless problem, making this politician look good. With the newfound money from the politician, you were able to build Joe's General Store, which only accepts Joe dollars as a form of currency for your followers. Now that you control the life, housing, and food of your followers, they are fully converted to the children of Joe, worshipper of Asmodeus. With all of this new devotion, your god gladly grants you any power of your choosing as an award. Tentacles? You picked tentacles, Joe. Maybe we should remove your access from Reddit for a little while. With your newfound eldritch power, you're able to further convince your followers. But you hunger for more power, don't you, Joe? Now it's time for your first mass genocide attempt. How will you do this, you might be asking? Well, your god recommends making large amounts of alcohol to give out to lucky drivers. Because what's more dangerous than drunk driving? After mixing a vat of 89% alcohol, you begin to pass it out all around the city. Congrats, Joe. You've just ruined the lives of many children, unknowingly creating thousands of protagonists with main character syndrome. But your god wants more. He wants to be invited into the human realm, and there's only one way to do this. You need to open a portal into his realm during a solar eclipse. But dang, it seems like you just missed it by a few days. If only you had started this journey a few days earlier. But no worries, Joe. Another rich tech billionaire also worships your same deity. His name is Beth Bezos, and he has an idea.
If I can shoot you up to the moon in my flaccid rocket, then you can create your own solar eclipse.
Wow, Joe, you made it to the moon. How does it feel to be the first man on the moon? Because you know those bitches at NASA didn't really make it. Anyways, it's time to use your ship to move the moon into the path of the sun. Oh no, Joe, you forgot about the fundamentals of orbital trajectory, and now the moon is crashing down into Earth. Joe, stop the rocket! Well, Joe, you turned off the rocket, but it wasn't in time. It's okay. You gave it your best shot. Now the moon is careening down to Earth into an extinction-level event. But does it really matter?